You don't have a clue what's political, what's a strategy. Seems like such a broken system.
Post-election, 2 and a bit weeks in, Mark Carney, Canada, thoughts on the election and Prime Minister Mark Carney, where are you at?
Yeah, the loaded question that we've been asking ourselves daily, I suppose, after this all happened. I feel like I am back to where I was after Trudeau got in.
Okay.
So for me and a lot of us, I'm speaking specifically more so from the energy sector side of things, which is where I toil and spend my life. When Trudeau got in, everybody was very nervous. Out here specifically, because of what Pierre Trudeau did in the 80s with the National Energy Program. Yeah. So we were worried, but let's let it play out. Let him show his colors. And we know where that got us. Yeah. Very, very bad for the industry. So now that Mark Carney is in, this is his, we know what he is. At his core, he is a net zero guy.
Yeah. Yep.
He created the carbon tax. And, not saying that's all a scam, it's a sham. I mean, we can go down that rabbit hole after the fact, but I mean, he is an economist, so he understands, economies and making money and how to control things, the governor of banks. But I'm very nervous, and I think rightfully so. A lot of us are. I'm nervous about it. I think first couple of weeks have been okay.
Yeah,
he's been pretty good. I feel like he's been playing it safe.
Yeah,
that's where I'm at.
Okay,
his meeting with Trump was interesting. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, the Trump one did make me laugh because
it really did.
The entire campaign was elbows up. We're fighting.
Yeah,
this guy's taking us out. This is our relationship is over.
Yeah, like his whole campaign was running on the destruction
that's the campaign, of Trump. And that's how people voted.
Yeah,
and then sadly,
yeah, and then when they get there, slapping knees and
the chummy thing was a little. And then, I mean, it doesn't matter. They can always spin it the way they want.
Of course.
The people are saying, yeah, well, he knows how to play it because he's negotiated before. Oh, so he's an actor. Like, he's pretending to be his pal. I don't. It seemed to me like they actually know each other.
It definitely felt that way.
It felt like they know each other.
Yeah, it really, really did, yeah.
Well, there's a fellow YouTuber podcaster. I don't know where he is. Moose on the Loose. Do you guys know
Moose. Yeah, he's out in
he's east, I think.
East Coast.
Do you know him?
Halifax. I don't. I only know of him through the Elevate guys who I have been a guest on. Yeah,
because he's been putting in a lot of effort to make like a giant. It's like a detective's list of connecting Carney and Trump and all of their international business potential. And it was. I haven't reviewed it thoroughly. But from what I saw, and he's been putting, I think it's been over a number of weeks he's been doing this.
Yeah, a lot of people have been talking about it, actually.
Yeah, there is quite a bit of connections. And the obvious one is through Brookfield and the deal with Jared Kushner kind of bailing him out where it's like lifelong
I keep
lease,
seeing that
and
one
they paid
come
up front 1 point something billion. But the thing on your point that I think bothered me, and I did a little bit of a rant on this yesterday on Merit TV, is that the idea of the end justifies the means, and we put in political strategy kind of to justify when you have politicians who run on certain aspects and then don't do that in office. It's almost like do what you need to do to get into office and then do good while you're in office.
That's what you're saying.
And it's almost, we've lowered the standard, I think, as citizens because we've accepted it, that it's okay to be not the whole truth or dishonest or misleading or deceptive. And for me, the part that, like, if he has a relationship with Trump and it can actually bode well for Canadians, great. It still doesn't justify deception while running in office. And I can probably blame all politicians because that's the game they play. Is it's hard to appeal to your base and the outside voters you have to get into office. I understand that, but my point is we've lowered the bar on truth and transparency, and I think that's following down.
I think that was one of the reasons why, from my perspective, and I think why Trump got such a large victory in the States was that fact that he's not a politician, and he is his worst attribute is his speaking. But it's also a gift because you know exactly what you're going to get.
That's his base. Loves that.
Exactly.
They love that he is who he is unapologetically.
Yeah. Whereas like a Hillary was like, you don't have a clue what's political, what's a strategy, you just don't know what's what. She's a master politician. And so the two contrasting were so different.
Oh, yeah, not even close. It's insane, yeah.
And so, I agree with you. I think we're so used to that, unfortunately, of what you're describing. Politicians who are just slippery and fake, that it's just seems like such a broken system.
Well, it's like we're craving something new, right? Every time, like, yay, he's a business guy. Or the last one, yay, he's a drama teacher.
Yeah, that worked out great.
Yay.
That worked out really good.
But it's almost like and it's always dependent on what the social, what the issues are at the time. And conveniently, again, it was another wedge, right?
Yeah.
This time it's Trump.
It was.
The snap was what we know, the pandemic, right? So it's too bad.
Yeah, for
another wedge.
I got that clip ready if you guys want to see it.
Which one?
The one where he's blast the ABC reporter.
Oh,
yeah, let's see it.
Oh, I thought you were going to do the Ozempic one.
No, we got to do that
My
one.
fat buddy.
Please find
Paul, can you find me that clip where Donald Trump talks about his very wealthy friend, great businessman, and talks all of a sudden how ridiculously overweight he is? He just throws that in there.
He's my fat
Just
pal.
find that's like a minute and a half.
That's the fat drug, yeah.
That's what I love, man. There's no filter.
Yes,
It's
text that to me, Paul.
Okay, here's the clip. This is him signing. So he's signing something, and then it comes up. Right there.
What do you say to people who view that luxury jet as a personal gift to you? Why not leave it behind?
You're ABC fake news, right?
Why
It's
not?
only ABC. Well, a few of you would. Let me tell you, you should be embarrassed asking that question. They're giving us a free jet. I could say, no, don't give us. I want to pay you $1 billion or 400 million or whatever it is. Or I could say, thank you very much. You know, there was an old golfer named Sam Snead. Did you ever hear of him? He won 82 tournaments. He was a great golfer. And he had a motto: when they give you a putt, you say, thank you very much. You pick up your ball and you walk to the next hole. A lot of people are stupid. They say, no, I insist on putting it. Then they putt it, they miss it. And their partner gets angry at them. You know what? Remember that, Sam Snead. When they give you a putt, you pick it up and you walk to the next hole and you say, thank you very much.
Respectfully, sir, as a businessman, some people may look at this and say,
how is he in real life? It's incredible.
And did not receive
It's not a gift to me, it's a gift to the Department of Defense.
Not presidential. But
And you should know better, because you've been embarrassed enough, and so has your network. Your network is a disaster. ABC is...
My gosh, he is just relentless, eh?
That's what I mean. Is like, you know how nervous you'd be to ask a question knowing like he could decimate me here. You'd have to be really ready.
I love that he quoted Sam Snead. Like in golf, you pick up a putt.
And he's like, it's a free jet, guys.
Yeah,
you don't say no.
Totally.
I know.
Take the jet.
Okay, this one is just because we're on the Trump train right now.
That's so funny.